Have you ever had a moment where you just stop and think, when did my days all start to feel exactly the same? You know the feeling. You wake up, you check your phone, you rush through your responsibilities, feel totally drained by the end of the day, go to sleep, and then just repeat. It's not because life is boring. It's because so much of it is lived on autopilot. I'm going to share 10 daily habits that will quietly but powerfully reprogram your life for the better. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They're backed by psychology, neuroscience, and what we know about real human behavior. Stick around, because the last habit is one almost nobody talks about. Yet it's the one that creates genuine, lasting clarity. Let's get into it. First up, habit number 1. Claim the first 10 minutes. The moment you wake up, your brain is in a highly suggestible, programmable state. But what do most of us do? We grab our phone and immediately flood our minds with emails, notifications, and social media chaos. We're letting the world dictate our mood before our feet even hit the floor. So instead, protect the first 10 minutes of your day. No screen, no noise. Just drink a glass of water, sit still, and breathe. Then ask yourself one simple question. What truly deserves my attention today? That single question shifts you from reacting to life to actually directing it. Habit number 2 is to move before motivation. Waiting to feel motivated is one of the biggest traps you can fall into. Motivation doesn't just appear, it follows action. So make movement a non-negotiable part of your day, but start small. Anytime you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or just plain lazy, move your body for just 2 minutes. That's it. Do some stretches, walk around the room, do a few push-ups. This physical movement sends a powerful signal to your brain. I'm alive, I'm active, I'm in control. And the beautiful thing is, once you start, momentum often takes over and carries you forward. Next, habit number 3. One task, 1 hour, no escape. We all love to think we're great at multitasking. It feels productive, right? But in reality, it's a productivity killer. It completely destroys your focus and fractures your attention. So here's the challenge. Each day, choose your single most important task, just one, and give it one full, uninterrupted hour of your time. No phone nearby, no background TV, no switching between browser tabs. I promise you, that single hour of deep, focused work will produce better results than an entire day spent in a state of constant distraction. Habit number 4. Power down with purpose. We all know that staring at screens late at night messes with our sleep. But it does more than that. The blue light and constant stream of information keep your brain stuck in a state of high alert, almost like a low-grade survival mode. You can't properly rest and recharge like that. So choose a firm screen cutoff time for yourself, say 9:30 p.m., and stick to it. After that time, your phone and laptop are off limits. So what do you do instead? Use that time to read a real book, journal your thoughts, have a real conversation with your family, or simply plan out the next day. This simple act of disconnecting from the digital world allows your mind to truly wind down, preparing you for restorative sleep and a much better morning. Habit number 5 is to practice strategic discomfort. Our brains are wired to seek comfort and avoid anything that feels difficult or unpleasant. But growth never happens in the comfort zone. So every day, intentionally do one small thing that feels slightly uncomfortable. It could be taking a cold shower for 30 seconds. It could be starting a conversation with a stranger, or finally making that phone call you've been putting off. These small acts of courage build your resilience. They train your brain to stop seeing discomfort as a threat and start seeing it as a gateway to becoming a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Let's move on to habit 6. Schedule your worries. This might sound a little strange, but hear me out. For many of us, anxiety is a constant background noise, popping up at the worst times and derailing our focus. Instead of letting worry control your day, you take control of it. Designate a specific 15-minute window each day. Let say from 4:30 to 4:45 p.m. your official worry time. If an anxious thought pops into your head during the day, tell yourself, I'll deal with that during my worry time. When that time arrives, you sit down and let yourself think about all of it. You'll often find that most of the worries have either vanished or seem much smaller. This practice contains anxiety instead of letting it run wild. Habit 7 is simple. Compliment someone sincerely. We live in a world that can feel very critical and isolating. Breaking that pattern starts with you. Make it a point to give at least one genuine, specific compliment to someone every single day. Don't just say, nice shirt. Say, that color looks fantastic on you, or I was really impressed with how you handled that meeting today. This not only brightens someone else's day, but it also rewires your own brain to look for the good in people and in situations. It shifts your focus from negative to positive, and that positive energy is contagious. Okay, habit number 8. End your day with a win. Before you go to sleep, your brain is processing and consolidating the day's events. Do not let the last thing you think about be a mistake you made or something you re-stressed about. Instead, take just 1 minute to identify one thing that went well. It doesn't have to be a huge accomplishment. Maybe you finished a task you'd been procrastinating on. Maybe you had a nice conversation. Maybe you just managed to drink enough water. Acknowledging that win, no matter how small, frames your day in a positive light and helps you close it out with a sense of accomplishment, not defeat. Habit number 9. Learn something for 15 minutes. Not for a test, not for your job, but purely for your own curiosity. Your brain thrives on novelty and learning. Dedicate just 15 minutes a day to learning about something completely unrelated to your work. Watch a documentary on space. Learn a few phrases in a new language using an app. Read an article about ancient history. This habit keeps your mind sharp, expands your perspective, and reminds you that there's a huge, fascinating world out there beyond your daily routine. It fuels creativity and prevents mental stagnation. And finally, we've arrived at habit number 10, the one I mentioned